Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today we'll be reacting to 3 more Tamino songs. I'm super excited for these ones. You guys know how I feel about Tamino. In my short while listening to this man, I have fallen in love with his voice, with his melodies, with his lyrics, with his energy, with his presence. I could list 15 other things, but let's just save it for the actual video. Before we jump into this, a huge thanks goes to Kenneth the Orchestral for sending this request my way. But now, without further ado, let's jump into it. The resonance, do you hear that?
Wrath of God comes down on us and claims today we paid a cost.
As he's ascending there, I was reminded very briefly of Hallelujah.
We paid a cost,
But that 4th elevation changed it.
for we stole from eternity. We couldn't hide it up our sleeves. And alienated, baby, picking the streets like daisies. King of a foreign country, begging for crumbs in the city.
Oh my God.
Land is ours.
Oh my God, it just keeps climbing.
Each arm
Seems like he's playing with his fingers, no pick. Dude, it's so captivating.
And tell me again that you miss me.
Rich in the lows.
And I will remember, maybe, kingdom of lesser glory. See yet another erase me.
Chills all over my body. And you can notice the street sounds. I didn't pick up on that earlier, but this is literally like a live recording just being sung from his balcony. How do they get such good quality in this recording? I would imagine like I would imagine you would hear so much more of the street noises than we're hearing now. I guess that's a question for an audio engineer. Anyways. Wow. This is so contemplative. Those are the notes. No way. The sirens? Is that real? It's like almost too good to be true. Oh, God.
Each song that come to even to my
God, dude. Just ending on the street sounds. Wow. It's unbelievable. His melodies are so intoxicating. His vocal performance it just cuts so deep so quickly every time. I don't get it. Especially like, I don't know, because in this song he didn't like go too high like in the falsettos. So in this song, like when he hits those low notes, earthier, I don't have a better way to describe it other than it feels like the perfect toffee consistency. It feels like you could stretch it, you could compress it. It's going to retain form. Nothing about it is going to ever fall apart or break. And that serves as like the perfect foundation for just his music in general, but songs that he writes where there is a reliance on like this droning note that we kind of bounce off of. But whenever we are unsure of where we are melodically, we return back to home. You can even hear it in that string instrument that he's playing, which I believe is an oud. I think I mentioned this the last time around too when we reacted to Tamino. But you'll hear him constantly returning to that note that just buzzes out, that rings out. Even early on, I commented on the resonance, the vibrations. Like, I'm not talking about like the woo-woo vibrations that oftentimes we'll talk about here too, but the literal frequency, the vibrations off the walls. Vibrations are physical. It's one of the reasons why music impacts our physiology, even outside of the emotionality in the lyrics, it's because there's a physical presence that music has, and it impacts us, which can make it hypnotic, which can make it overpowering at times. I love Tamino so much. I'll be honest, I couldn't pick up on all of the lyrics there. I would probably need a side-by-side with the lyrics to give you my accurate take on what we heard. The high-level understanding that I have is that song is about self-acceptance, and this idea of dissolving is to dissolve the barrier that exists within yourself that prevents you from accepting who you are, who you've been, and who you're going to be. Because it's easy for one part of us to shame the other part. You know, let's say the productive part of me that shames the unproductive part of me. It's not a healthy way to go about things. Dissolve that barrier, allow those two sides to reconcile and make up such that we are all happy and at peace together within the self. Let's jump into the first disciple. God, these songs get me emotional, man. There's the melody. There are those notes. Those are the notes, man. You know the notes. So there's two simultaneous melodies in the strings, by the way. There's this pattern that do.
My old friend, these poems that you preach, they're being wasted as you speak. Remind me once more,
Whoa,
how they came to be your calling.
oh.
Do you even know you're falling?
Dude, I have chills all over again. This time in my legs.
You know that for you I'd give an arm. I'm one of few that never meant you harm. And I need you like I heat fire and thunder. But from time to time I wonder, and lately I did wonder. If you did all to make you feel desire,
It's just chills.
did all to make you feel admired, for love to replace your shame.
I love, so we've had these two string instruments accompanying his voice, and it's not just two acoustic guitars. It seems to be this one like oud instrument and the acoustic, and the acoustic is almost doubling as a percussive instrument here because there is no drum set, at least not yet in this song, if there is going to be. So it creates this like rhythmic floor that doesn't feel like a drum set but keeps us in pace with what's being sung. Because otherwise, if you were just to listen to Tamino's voice in isolation without any structure around him, it would feel like he is just floating by. I think that's one of the most ingenious elements of his songwriting, is the fact that his voice just feels as if it is floating through the mix, and it perfectly gels rhythmically. But without the rhythm, you wouldn't know where the beats would land, because he's so good at like not landing on the one, as an example. Love it.
Feel admired, for love to replace your shame. That's quite the group that you have gathered now. Most of them, they just want you somehow. They would pay any price to kiss your skin. Don't tell me that it's love.
Hear how much more deliberate and hard thumping the percussive element is now. It almost feels like he's thumping the guitar. Also, I'm thinking I'm picking up on some of the meaning here, like obsessive fans as from the perspective of an artist. Let's see.
Any price to kiss your skin. Don't tell me that it's loving.
Don't tell me that's loving.
You know that don't mean nothing.
You know that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, no. You must know.
The videography is so fluid.
To make you feel desired. Give it all to make you feel admired. For love to replace your shame.
Replace your shame. Dude, this... Oh my god. This song is so beautiful. I love it so much. And a complete change. I'm just gushing over here. I'm sorry, guys.
Now, my friend, I won't forget.
What a melodic shift.
Darkness blinded me before we met. It's all I need to remember you.
What is this chord progression? It is so gorgeous.
As the light you were, even though for sure you won't remember me. No, you won't remember me.
You idolize me,
I'm
you'll forget me.
afraid that no amount of fame will ever wash away the shame of knowing not how to love your only friend, who will love you till the end.
I love the experience that is Tamino so much. I'm just going to repeat so many of the same points that I've already brought up before, but these melodies, I love the slow tempo. I love the variety in scale and pitch when he kind of transcends the original scale and moves into different places. Like, the songwriting is so fluid in that regard. Whatever emotion Tamino wants to embody in a given moment, he just does it because it's like the musical walls around him morph to every single one of his movements. And that's what it means to, like, move through life with intention, with purpose, because you're just yourself. You are on a mission, and everything in your universe aligns to help you achieve that goal. If you are that focused on something and moving through time and space as you are, to me, it's like, yeah, the music and the music and the structure support his movements, and that all has nothing to do with the lyrics here, but they definitely help support them when it comes to like what this song is about. Because like you think about the interesting relationships that fans have with their idols, and I'm sure you've heard the term like parasocial relationships. These are often very problematic on both sides, because on one end you completely inflate the ego of somebody who doesn't necessarily have to have their ego inflated, and gives them can give them this level of delusion, this level of untouchability, that they can go about in their life and do whatever they would like to do with impunity. And you can go past virtue because you have the support of so many people. But the thing is, just because you have support doesn't mean what you're doing is right. And you also have this, I think, responsibility to those who follow you to present as, let's say, fruitful of a path as possible, such that you aren't abusing your own power. And then on the flip side of things, you think from the fans' perspective, they are almost throwing their own lives away completely in service of this other person, who they cannot possibly give that person the reciprocal relationship that they're doing this for. It's like the idea of, in relationships, you have like the nice guy who will bend over backwards and do everything to win over the affections of their loving prospect, but they aren't actually being true to themselves. They're forgoing who they are in service of the other person. And I think a better balance can be struck where you can adore somebody, you can support them on their journey, and still retain your individual identity, such that you move together in life rather than one person being boosted up so high that you no longer can feel at ease within yourself. I know I'm being a little bit reductive too. I feel like this is just a long discussion that can be had about this idea of idol worship and parasocial relationships and what it means to be authentic and still having emotional needs of wanting to be validated. And it is a whole mess. And I have this video script somewhere in my like Google Drive talking about this idea of idol worship. Maybe I'm thinking about this more and more lately. I'll create a secondary YouTube channel where I just give you guys all of my unfiltered commentary outside of music itself, because there's still so much that I would like to discuss in further depth that I don't necessarily can get into with each of these individual videos. But I like thinking about all of this stuff because me in my own right, I'm on YouTube now. I'm a like public facing figure, and I feel a responsibility for all those who are subscribed to me. And additionally, I also feel this responsibility to myself to not lose sight of who I am. And walking that tightrope is not easy. It's not easy to just exist anyways. And I don't know, just makes for very interesting discussion about the self and about others and how we choose to engage with one another. Wow, that was probably my favorite song so far of the two. Let's check out this last one. This is My Dearest Friend and Enemy. can't believe I'm only now hearing of Tamino in 2026.
Don't you leave me out. We were only trying to find out why love was passing by, and an echo expressing sound.
The bass.
Doesn't matter now. Stop the tears whirling in your eyes. You're breaking up the sky like a widow's broken vow. Here goes everything. You're my dearest friend and enemy. You belong with me.
Your friend and an
like
enemy.
Young love belongs to spring. Now don't tell me that I'm wrong.
Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Wow. This is like the duality of man, so to speak. Like, you have a friend, you love them, they cherish you, you cherish them, and they're still going to push you to be better than you are, right? And so in some of those moments, your best friend can feel like your worst enemy because you feel like they should know you the best, therefore what they're saying to you is going to be the most hurtful thing in this moment. But it's because they know you the most, not because they're trying to breach your trust or hurt you, but because they can see maybe some of the blind spots, or they can just look out for you, and then you can workshop whatever's going on there. But this can happen where the person you love the most and care for the most can also hurt you the most deeply. The point is to not view them as an enemy. It's our perspective on what's being brought to our attention.
Again. I dream of living alive.
It's like I don't even need to hear the rest of the song because I just know it's so beautiful.
Neither of us feels like in the end. Is your faith restored? Now that every heaven's out of reach, thunder on the beach, where you once would ask for more. Well, indeed the same, where you build a family.
His melodies are like an emotional avalanche.
Tell me you'll be next to blame. Or could it be the start of something beautiful for you, where you can see it too? Either way, we'd be apart. Either way, it would break my heart.
Amazing.
Don't just look away. Let me know for once what's on your mind. Leave some truth
It's the most beautiful thing you've ever heard.
If we go our separate ways, before I step into dark days.
He deserves all that applause. My God. I don't know what he picked up there. Is that like a stuffed animal? Man, this Tamino journey is paying off. I really love everything that I hear from this man. I don't want to repeat myself here. The problem is my brain is just like looping on how beautiful everything is, how intimate his performances are, how connected he is to his emotional world. Because for me, like I feel a lot of emotions through music, so when he's connected in that way, it helps me feel closer to myself. And the fact that it's just so beautiful also just brings tears to my eyes for that reason. But it's in the melody, it's in the lyrics, even his like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the reaction, his presence, the way he's just slow moving. It's like he's so deliberate in the way he walks and the way he moves his fingers. It is all so grounded, and I'll have to like look into what that's all about, because I feel like there's something about another person being so grounded that magnetizes us to them. You know what I mean? It's like when you meet somebody for the first time and you just can't help but to want to spend more time with them. You know, it's like I can't get enough. Tamino is like that kind of person, that kind of artist. I think out of the 3 songs today, my favorite was the first Disciple. And then it's like a toss-up. I don't think I can give a clear answer on what my second favorite song of the 3 was. So I'll do the the cowardly thing and defer the question to you. Let me know what your thoughts are on these tracks today. I hope you enjoyed listening alongside me. If you did and want to request more Tamino on the channel yourself, you can do so by hitting the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.